Hi, this is Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Thanks for checking into the weathermanpod.com on your Friday. It's the 28th day of the month of November, 2025, and the month of November winding down. A little bit colder than normal and drier than normal continues across the mid-Atlantic and northeast. But there are other places where, even though we don't start meteorological wintertime until December 1st on Monday, lots of snowfall in the south shores of Lake Superior, the east shores of Lake Michigan, and also across the southern shores of Lake Erie and Ontario. The worst of which was across the UP of Michigan and northern sections of Wisconsin. We saw in many of those places, especially in the UP of Michigan, between 20 and 30 inches of snowfall in that joint area between Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Superior. Well, right around that, just to the south in that UP section, that's where we saw the heavy amounts of snow. Also heavy amounts of snow that exist from Duluth right up through Sault Ste. Marie, all along the southern shores of Lake Superior. And we're also seeing somewhere between 2 and as much as 8 inches of snow from Cleveland across through Erie, Cleveland, Ohio, to Erie, PA. And only just light amounts in the Buffalo area, 3.7 inches seen there. Messina, New York, around 5 inches, between 3 and 5 from around Utica northward right up to the Messina area. These situations will probably continue over the next couple of days. However, the winds do break down. Then we have an area of low pressure approaching the east, going to give much of the mid-Atlantic and northeast rain, but it could start as a period of snow in northeastern Pennsylvania, northwestern New Jersey, and southern New York, and even sections of New York City, but over to rain. And that'll be on Sunday. Then a fair day on Monday, and then another storm approaches with a better chance of some accumulating snow in the New York City area, or at least northeastern PA, where between as little as 1 to as much as 5 inches of snowfall are possible. That'll be for Tuesday evening and early Wednesday. We'll have more to say of that as we go through our weekend report. So check back to the weathermanpod.com this weekend for those storms, one later on Sunday and also on Tuesday of next week. Now, if you're traveling by air today, maybe to get home or maybe to go visit after the Thanksgiving holiday, here's the situation across the nation. Generally dry weather down around Atlanta, Central and South Florida, no problems. Charlotte's looking pretty good. D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia, no problems weather-wise into there. Even New York City, Newark, LaGuardia, JFK, no problems, major problems expected. Just that wind out of the west always slows things down at Newark International. Also looking at generally fair conditions up in Boston, but where we have the snow was once again the same place where we had it earlier today, and that's going to be across the southern shores of Lake Superior, eastern shores of Lake Michigan, and south of Lake Huron, and south and east of Lake Erie and Ontario. Elsewhere across the nation, still generally dry in Houston and Dallas. However, there is that threat of some showers moving in next several hours. Chicago is looking dry. Also generally dry to start in Minneapolis, but they are going to get some snowfall, possibly between 2 and about 8 inches of snow in central and northern portions of Minnesota and the Dakotas during the daytime today. West Coast looking dry from San Diego, L.A. to San Francisco, but rainy weather, but on the light side from Portland to Seattle. I'm Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. We've got some wintry weather coming up over the next several days. Check back to the weathermanpod.com. Both on Saturday and Sunday, we'll give you the updates of what's going to happen as we enter into the first week of December next week. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Have a great day today. Talk to you first thing tomorrow. See you then.